He said, "I'll be back before sunset." I remember the sound of the door closing, the click of the latch. A simple promise, one we heard 1,000 times before. But that day was different. The door never opened again. In the beginning, every sound was a sign of hope. A car slowing down on our street, footsteps on the pavement, the jingle of keys from a neighbor's pocket. Each one was a spark, a possibility that he was finally home. But the sparks always fizzled out into silence, and each silence felt heavier than the last. Mother was a statue of denial. Every evening she'd set an extra plate at the dinner table. His plate. The food would sit there, steaming at first, then slowly turning cold, just like the hope in our house. She cleared away later, her movements slow and mechanical, without a word. The chairs stayed empty. A silent monument to a broken promise. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months, and then, somehow, into years. The world outside kept moving, seasons changed, friends grew up, but our home was frozen in that one afternoon. We were living in the echo of his last words. I must have been 7 or 8 when I finally broke the silence. We were sitting at the dinner table, his empty chair between us, a familiar gaping hole in our family. I looked at my mother's tired face and whispered, "Is it my fault?" I'll never forget the way her shoulders shook. She started to cry, a quiet, desperate kind of crying, but she never answered my question. Her silence was an answer in itself, one I couldn't understand back then. Then one day, a small, unremarkable cardboard box arrived. No return address, just our name and street. Mother's hands trembled as she opened it. Inside, nestled in tissue paper, was his wallet, his old, worn leather wallet. Tucked inside was a faded photo of the 3 of us smiling on a beach somewhere. There was no letter, no explanation, no goodbye. Just his wallet. A final, cold piece of evidence that he was gone for good. That night, for the first time in years, my mother walked to the front door and slid the deadbolt across. A loud, definitive click in the quiet house. The door was locked. But the waiting never really ended. It just changed shape. It became a part of us, a quiet ache in our hearts. Some fathers leave physically. They walk out a door and never look back. But the promises they make, the ones they break, those stay forever. They live in the empty chairs and the unanswered questions, a constant reminder of what was lost. If you're going through something similar, please know you're not alone. Talking to someone can make all the difference. There are resources and people who can help you navigate these feelings. Thank you for listening. Take care.